Hope everybody is fine. So today's session we are going to see e-commerce architecture. Already we have started these topics. So some of the architecture we have already seen. One is that your client server architecture, we have already gone through that, and the last class I have already told you one tier architecture. So today we are going to see that two tier architecture. Try to understand, as you know that because of this confidence coronavirus and all, it's very difficult. So try to understand. Please come here. So that today we are going to see that the same one, e-commerce architecture. Before going to that three-tier architecture, today we are going to read the three-tier architecture. Three-tier architecture. So before going to the three-tier architecture, I want to give a little bit idea. That means the little bit browse about the two-tier architecture. So in the two-tier architecture, what we have seen in two-tier architecture, we have seen there are the client. Okay, for example, C1, C2, C3. These are the client, and there is a database. Okay, so this is a client where the user used to interface, and the database. This is the database layer, and this is that presentation layer. So in the two-tier which we have already completed, here we have seen that the client can directly contract with a database layer. There is only two layer. This is the one layer. This is the one layer, layer 1. This is the another layer, layer 2. Okay. So in these two-tier architectures, the disadvantage of this two-tier architecture. Before the disadvantage, we will say that the advantage. The advantage of this two-tier architecture is this is, you can say, maintenance. The maintenance is too cheap. The maintenance of the two-tier architecture is too cheap. But the disadvantage of this two-tier architecture is, the first one is that scalability. Scalability, which is nothing but, suppose here we have taken only the 3 client. If the number of the client, that means the number of the users is more, okay, as the all the client is directly access the database layer, and as if the number of client is more, then the pressure of this database layer used to be more. Means suppose C1, C3, C2, C3, C4, like this multiple number of client has sent a request at a time to the database layer. So the database will be confused that which request has to be executed first. So that is nothing but is called the scalability. That is the scalability problem is there in this two-tier architectures. Hope so everybody has clear. This is the disadvantage of your two-tier, where the scalability problem is nothing but if the number of the client is more, so it is very difficult for the database layer to look after that all the request of that client, okay, that is one disadvantage of that two-tier architecture. Again, one more disadvantage of this two-tier architecture is security, which is very important. Okay, so the security problem is nothing but being all the client is directly access to the database. There is no intermediate, nothing is there. Directly access to the database. Okay, so the client knows who is the main server. The client already knows who is the main server, from where the database all the data used to take. Okay, so there is a security problem is there. So it is not that much of higher security. So to overcome this problem, three-tier architecture took place. Okay, so today we are going to see, our main thing is that this three-tier architecture. So in these three-tier architectures, already I have written a little bit. So in this three-tier architecture, there is a 3 layer. So this is the one layer which contain the first layer. This is the top layer where the client, all the client interface is there. Then this is the middle layer, which is contain a business layer, which is also contain a business layer, means application layer. What is the responsibility, I will tell you. And one more layer is that this is the bottom layer. So there are the three layers in that. Because of this, we used to say that this is a three tier. The first tier, second tier, third tier, we can say. So the first tier is the top tier, and the middle tier, and this one bottom tier. So three layers is there. That's what they have told, the three tiers. Okay. Now we'll see that one. The top layer that contain a client. All the client is in the top layer, which is also called the client layer, which is also called a client layer, or we can say that which is also called the presentation layer. As the last class I have already told, which is also called the presentation layer. Why it is called the presentation layer? Because through the client only the user can present their product. The user can send a request. The user want to do anything that can be done through the client only. It means all the presentation used to happen through the client. That's what they have told that one. This is also called as a presentation layer. Okay. Now the business layer. The business layer is the layer which process the request that is sent by the client. Okay. See, all the client, they are having the user. They are having users. All are having the users. And this all users are providing, they are having an interface. As I guess you people know. For example, if we take the best example of this one is that, for example, if we want to book a flight ticket, or if you want to book an IRCT, means some ticket, so you will get an interface. So in that interface you will enter all the data, and after that you will check how it is processed. I will tell you all the interface. You will at first you will get an interface where the user used to fill all the name, age, from where they will go, address and everything. So this is a client which is providing the interface. Now as I have told you that when the user entered all the information, for example name, age, male or female, then address and all, those information used to process by this business layer. Those interface, what it is doing, it is processed by whom? By a business layer. Okay, which is also called the application server, which is also called that application server. This is also act as an one server, which is also act as an intermediate, as a broker between the client and the database. Okay, but in the two layer it is only this one, client and then database. Okay, so here this is a three layer. Okay, now this request, whatever the request has sent by this client through an interface, that is processed by the business layer. Now the responsibility of the business layer is that all those requests one by one it used to send to the database, server. Now the database server will process this one and send a response one by one to the business layer. Then from the business layer, one by one it will send to the client. Got it? How the operation used to happen? It's a very simple one. Please consider once again. The client, through the client, user used to request through our interface. Okay, that is the GUI and all, through the interface and all. That used to process by whom? By the business layer. The business layer used to process the request that is sent by the client. Then the business layer, that request of the client used to send to the database. Then the database, in the database layer, the database server will process, the database server will do the connectivity, that all those process. Then the database server used to send that request again to the business layer, and again from the business layer to your users. So this is an operations. Okay, now if I'll say that an example, the best example of this three tier is that your booking, online booking or IRCT or Gmail or anything you can say. We are here. We used to send a request, but we don't know from where we used to get an output. Okay, we don't know that exactly. Suppose you want to book a flight ticket. Just you used to enter all the details, but where we used to get the ticket, we don't know. Just we are filling that one. Now that one is accessing by the business layer. Now the business layer is doing the process with the help of the database, whether that flight seat is availability or not, whether the source and destination that flight is there or not. All those things responsibilities business layer. So by this, I guess one thing you have got cleared, being the client is not able to access directly to the database layer or database server, that means security problem solved. So it is more secured. So that is the one disadvantage of your two-tier. That means that security of three-tier is more. That means three-tier, that is, what is that I mean to say, that three-tier architecture is more secured. So in that two-tier you can see that what is that, the security is less because the client directly access, but in the three-tier the client can't directly access. So client has to access through the business layer only. So the security problem solved. One more problem is that scalability. So scalability means what is happening, what I have told, if the number of client is more, then it is very difficult by the database layer or database server to access all the requests at a time. That means a bottleneck can take place. Okay. But here what is happening, whatever the number of client, whatever the number of clients sent a request, that request is not taken by this database server. That request is taken by whom? By business layer. Now it is a responsibility of the business layer which request has to come as per the priorities and all, which request has to come, what has to do. That means the database layer, the database server is full. There is no bottleneck can take place in the database server. That means it is not a headache of the database server. It's a headache of the business layer, like a broker who will take all the responsibility, and one by one it will send to the database layer, and one by one it will send it back. Okay, so you can see that one, this is also problem has solved. So from today class we have got that this is also one type of architectures of your e-commerce which is widely used, and you can say that the Google and all are using this three-tier. Even that you can say that your that Flipkart, Amazon, okay, all those things they are using this 3 layers architecture, because we don't know, just we are giving the order with the client, we are the users giving the order, from where the product come we don't know, we just bother about whether the product is there or not. Okay, so this is an example of your three-tier architectures. Okay, now yeah, one more things I forgot, let me tell you that. So how it is happening, see, when the user send a request to the business layer, that user send a request to the business layer in the human understandable form. The business layer is the application server which convert this request to the machine language and send it to the database. And again the database server which send a request to the, which after processing it sent to the business layer, then again the business layer convert that one to the human understandable form and send it back to the users. So this is playing up that one major role. Okay, that much today for that. Hope everybody is fine. Thank you very much. Everybody be at home, be safe. Thank you.